I'm on the road, people. I'm on the road. Hold on. What's up?
What about guys with fake jewelry?
Guys with fake jewelry? Like, what do you mean fake jewelry?
Like, would you care? Like right now you just have on regular. Well, girls is probably different. They have costumes. A guy might have earrings on. Okay, that could be fake. Cool. It's not real diamonds. That's straight. It's studs. But say if a dude got like 3 or 4 chains on like me, that shit like this, he got a watch on.
And it's all fake? Well, here's my issue with that. I don't really know how to tell what's real and what's fake. I know, like, the colors, like, start to change and your wrist starts to turn green or what have you. But, like, if you outside with a fake Rolex on, the fact that you know you have a fake Rolex on, that's a problem. Like, you can't even be honest with yourself.
A lot of people not honest with themselves. People that got the go to the club and you see niggas that iced up, that's what they ain't.
Well, see, then that makes me question, why am I with somebody who can't be honest with themselves? Because if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with me. So what's the point in us talking?
Well, that person could be honest to you until it comes to themselves. Like a person's not honest with themselves, you can't ask them, okay, what you got planned next week, or what they could tell you something, but that might not be what they might do. It might just fly, or it's, you might, oh, how can I get to know you? They can only tell you like basic shit, your favorite color or something like that, because they don't really know what they're gonna be later on.
Okay, so you feeding me bits and pieces of yourself versus you creating a whole story where you live is something totally different. If you want to give me bits and pieces because you don't know what's going to happen down the line, then that makes sense to me. But if you're lying to yourself to make yourself appear better to me, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, but a lot of people do that.
Well, then I don't know who to question. Do you question yourself for entertaining this person? Because when a person, I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world to tell when a person is lying to you, but once you get used to it, like, shit just don't add up. So what are you going to do? Like, are you going to sit there and tolerate them lying to you? Or are you going to say something? So I don't know. Like, I don't feel like, for me, I don't really mind because I'm not as materialistic as the next person. I'm not going to say that I'm not materialistic. I do like material things to some extent. But my thing is, if you have your ears pierced and you want diamond earrings, but you can't afford them, so you got cubic zirconium, then you don't need to wear anything. You need to get the cheapest gold piece you can and rock with that. Like, it's just who are you psyching yourself out for? If that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm saying, but it's like, it's the, like, when the person, like you said, they lying to themselves, so how would they know what they're doing? They can say, all right, I'm doing it for the females, besides shorty the thing, I'm this, I'm that. And then you talk to a chick, or a person might meet a chick like you, and they want to go, I don't really care about the jewelry. Then it's like,
I feel like it's one thing to say, like, you'll have the female says, no, I don't really care if you don't have X, Y, and Z, knowing good and well they do care. Then you'll have somebody like me who really doesn't care. I'd rather you do what you could afford to do as opposed to profiling for me, because I think that's silly. I'd rather you just be you. But while a lot of people who are like so deep into themselves that they don't know when they're lying to you or themselves, I believe this for everyone. At some point, no matter how small, you get that little glimmer of, maybe I should stop this bullshit. Maybe I should stop the lies. Because it just all comes down to, who are you profiling for? Because it's not for me. If you're profiling for the girl who only is attracted to you because you have X, Y, and Z, what are you really saying about yourself? What'd you say?
their ego. Like the ego that they build. Nah, I'm not that type of ego. Nah, I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? It's what they tell themselves. That's what they're trying to be. So if you're telling them something about themselves, their ego is telling them, nah, fuck out of here. Like, you are that. Well, nah, you can do that. She don't know. Like, I'm saying the ego is telling the nigga, nah, she don't know that shit. And that be, no, what do you mean? You go to this spot. Like I'm saying, like,
But
it just be niggas' egos that kick in.
But then what happens when you come across, all right, the girl may not be able to tell, but her best friend could tell, and her best friend is a guy. What happens when you come across this guy who only wears real stuff and he says, no, hun, none of this stuff is real? What does that do to your ego? At that point, do you say, oh, maybe I should get my shit together? Or do you just find like, no, it's real. It was real when I bought it from person. It might not be real right now, but it's real.
Yeah, but some people get caught in those spots, and some people good at avoiding those spots. So a lot of niggas on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a respect factor. So let's say if my shit was fake and you got a friend or your brother Dave is like, oh, this shit fake. While we all around, he not gonna be like, oh, so that shit fake. You know?
But you'll run into those guys who are like that, and then what do you do?
It's a slim pick, and some of the niggas never get their day. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it never goes around, not back around. Sometimes it just keep going. Sometimes a lot of people be surviving with that shit.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it made for a good blog post.